my marks out of 10, the moment you've been waiting for. It will not be as negative as it normally is, basically because England, I thought, played really well. And they're through to the semi-final. What's not to love? They won a shootout. It's brilliant. By the way, all those who took penalties in the shootout and scored them, 10 out of 10 for that. And Pickford saved a penalty, 10 out of 10 for him for the shootout. But on to the game. Jordan Pickford, I gave an 8 to. Brilliant save in the shootout. And he is making a habit of making penalty saves, and that's a very good habit to have if you're England's number one. We obviously played 3 at the back, so I'll deal with those centre-halves. First of all, Ezri Konsa gets an 8 from me. Came in, unusual position for him, and there were moments when England were struggling at the back and he stepped in to cover, and I thought he was really good until he went off. John Stones, I'm going to give an 8 to as well. I asked for John Stones to do more passing from the back, and boy did he do that. Really stepped up to the plate. His best game yet at these Euros. Kyle Walker, I'm only going to give Kyle a 5. Really disappointed. I thought in terms of playing centre-back, did okay, but I didn't think he supported Saka enough on the right-hand side. Needed to do that better, and sometimes his touch was miles off. So again, looking for more from one of England's regular performers and reliable performers in Kyle Walker. Onto the midfield, Kieran Trippier I'm giving a 5 to, and that's mainly because he's got competition for that role. He needed to have a good game. I don't think he did enough in that wing-back position. Declan Rice, 7 for Declan Rice, much better from the Arsenal midfielder, and he had a shot that really tested Jan Sommer at the start of extra time. So Declan Rice, better performance from him. That's why he gets a 7 in the midfield. Kobbie Mainoo, 8 for the young Manchester United midfielder. He drove forward with quality and purpose. I thought he exemplified everything that England did well when they did things well. So fair play to Kobbie Mainoo. He should be starting the next game, no doubt about that. Bukayo Saka, 9. Star boy yet again. He was brilliant. Absolutely ruined his fullback in the first half. Scored a brilliant goal in the second half. And what a penalty, and a memorable penalty, a special penalty in the shootout as well. Bukayo Saka, you are getting a 9 out of 10. Phil Foden, 6, not great. He just hasn't hit the heights we know he can hit, so please give us more Phil Foden. Jude Bellingham gets a 7, ran himself into the ground. You know, he's set high standards for himself, Jude Bellingham. Hasn't quite hit those at this tournament. Was very good in the first game, though. He's capable of so much more. So Jude Bellingham, bring us more, please. But keep running yourself into the ground. We appreciate that effort. Harry Kane gets a 4, doesn't look fit, and looked even less fit when he bundled himself into the dugout and was saved by Gareth Southgate. Not mobile, and I think we've brought 3 strikers for a reason. Maybe one of the other 2 could be starting in the semi-final. Who knows? Onto the subs. Cole Palmer gets an 8. He was full of energy, full of imagination, as well as he always has been when he comes off the bench for England at this tournament. Really impressive, and of course scored a pen as well. Eberechi Eze got us going forward, did a job defensively as well, so I've given Eze a 7 out of 10. Luke Shaw gets a 6 out of 10. A little bit harsh, could have put it up to a 7 possibly. The big positive from Luke Shaw's performance as a sub, he didn't get injured. Listen, in terms of the next game, I'm looking at Harry Kane thinking, are you fully fit? Do you need to stick your hand up and say I'm not mobile enough? In which case, Ivan Toney or Ollie Watkins could come in. Cole Palmer's made a case again to say he could possibly start. Then you're looking at Trippier on the left-hand side. Could he possibly be replaced? But there's some pressure on positions. There's some competition for places as well. But England are through to the semi-finals, and that is all that matters.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.